Hey Woodturners, I'm Captain Eddie Castle and welcome to my shop. Got a few tips. I recently went to the AAW Symposium and people come up and share ideas and techniques and you know what you should think about and have you ever tried and let me show you this, and even one guy with a brand new tool company called Hurricane Turning Tools gave me a tool. Said, hey, Cap, go home, play with it, try it, let me know. I like it so far. Yeah. Got to change the shape of the tip, but that's what you do when you get a tool that you want to use. You shape the tool to work for you. Remember, you bought it. It's yours. You can pretty much do what you want with it. Well, there are some restrictions, okay? Now, I was there talking to Vince Welch with Vince's Wooden Wonders, and two different people approached me. One guy said, hey Cap, I've got a great way for you to store your sandpaper. That sounded good. And another guy said, hey, I got a way that beats your self-powered sander. I'm all ears. Well, now there's a lot of rest of me, but I was listening. And now, you know what you have to do? You have to watch. Let's go to the second thing first and the first thing second. All right. I showed you how to make a self-powered sander. In fact, I sell the bushing and a magnetic ball bearing, a spherical magnet, that you need to make one. If you want to save 50, 60 bucks and make one. And almost every Turner demonstration I went to had a self-powered sander, because it's an extremely efficient way to sand and save sandpaper. Really efficient. And it works really good. Let me show you. Self-powered sanders are actually inertia-driven sanders. You have a sander and a holder, and when you put it on something, I'll show you straight on, here's one, yeah. This I got made for both ways, all right? You put it in a holder. When you present it at 7:30, don't check your watch, then you do a scruff sand. The pad is actually come and make contact going across the piece, which removes a pretty good bit of sandpaper. Now you make one that's got both the straight and an angle, then you can do the bottom of a bowl. You can do the outside of a bowl. You see material coming off of it now. And that's a pretty fine grit pad. I've got it on there. Alright, and then if it was angled and you were coming down the inside of a bowl, you would scruff sand the inside of a bowl. That's all nice, and you can build one of these, and I sell the bearings. But, and here's the but, a lot of guys have an old angled air-driven sander, and you can find these at garage sales or discount houses, and these work really good for the same thing. No air. That's critical, the no air part. Why? This is a straight line one. This has got air pressure. That's really nice. As far as sanding, that dust is everywhere in the shop. I'm sanding at about 30,000 RPMs maybe, and I'm being very aggressive. It also consumes a whole lot of air pressure. So let's take the air hose off, okay, and do it without a compressor, because you'll need a big compressor to run this thing and keep up with it. Let's do it without a compressor. See that? I got the same action that I was getting on my self-powered sander. Exact same action. This is about $18 or $19 at Harbor Freight on sale. Don't even have to put the air chuck in the end of it. Don't go for the temptation. Don't put the air chuck in it. Just use it to hold your pad and sand with just the pad. Works great. Really a good idea. It's just a straight line sander, 1/4 inch chuck. This is an angled 1/4 inch chuck again. I've had both of these for years. I couldn't use them powered sanding on wood and everything in here because they consumed way too much air from my unit. Now, let me tell you how we're going to save sandpaper. I was standing in a hotel lobby of the main hotel for the symposium, and a guy came up and said, "Hey Cap, I do this thing," and he's got some videos out there, and he said, "I have this gizmo for storing sandpaper I call a sticky strip." Well, when I have extra paper, let me show you what my paper is. My paper's on a Velcro strip right here on my headstock, on my tailstock, and over there on my headstock, right there. I've got some strips of sandpaper, a Velcro, and I'll stick it right to it. Here's 2 strips back here, and that's where the sandpaper sleeps. Now, if you've got a smaller lathe at home and you don't have that room, his sticky strip is a really good idea. I made one up. This is what he's talking about. Now, you don't have to go this elaborate, okay? You know I had to go anal on it. That's the way I do things. This is a 30-inch yardstick. I guess it's not a yardstick, it was 30 inches long. Looks like it was 36 and I cut it off. Oh, yeah, I did. But I use this because that's normally hanging right here for me to check straight lines on stuff. See if I'm flat across the bottom or the outside of the bowls line up and don't have a dish. It hangs right nearby. So I didn't have a problem with converting it. All I did was add a strip of hook Velcro, not the loop, the hook Velcro on the back of it. And now I can tell you that coarse to fine. Coarse to fine. And it hangs right here at the lathe. I just clip it on I have a camera bracket right up there. See it? That's well, I'll get you over here, you can see it. That's a camera mount for the second view. And it hangs right there. And I can always just move it. I can always, if that's not convenient to reach across to, I can put it over here on this one, or right here on the tailstock, or on anything magnetic. And let me tell you how to put something that you can clip it to nearby your lathe. The outlet cover for a gang box, an octagon like a 3-inch or a 3-inch round cover. Screw a couple of them around, and when you need a place to store it, you got a place to store it. That's a nifty idea. I didn't get the guy's name. You'll need to tell me who came up with the sticky strip, because I don't want to take credit for somebody else's work. I make enough mistakes on my own. Now, this is a rare earth magnet. You can see it. It's a mounting magnet. And I get this at K&J, it's right here, K&J Magnetics. That's where you can get the spherical magnet to make the sander if you decide not to buy from me. But those really hold. They hold enough to where I use them for camera mounts. I have my Ram camera mount mounted to it, and it goes where it goes. Use it here and for the club. Oh, one more. The remote control for the lathe. It used to fall on the floor with that small magnet that was on there. Kind of got old. This machine is 13 years old. So went to K&J and got me a mounting magnet that's in there. Takes about 30 pounds to pull. Now I've used one, put it up on that plate right up there on the ceiling, and held a piece that I was working on to work on it. Stuff's pretty strong. They have a lot of information about magnets at their website. That's right here, K&J Magnetics. That's where you should check it out. Now you can also just build a stick, put a clip on the end of it, put a hook on the end of it, put your mother-in-law on the end of it. You know, just let her stand there and hold it. Hey, you know, give her something to do. I will hear about that. Yes. Okay. Well, that's a couple of tips, and then I came back from the AAW with. I also came back with details on some brand new cutters. Let me tell you more about that. Cutters. You do know that Big Eye Production sells about 7 shapes of carbide cutters. Round, radius, square, triangular, different round, another different round. Well, we've got cutters made to fit the other guy's tools. Yeah, the other guy. And the other company, along with the other guy, get about $13 to $17 a piece for their cutters. And we managed to beat most of their prices by at least half a lot of times. I mean, instead of $16 for a 16 millimeter cutter, I charge you $24 for 3 of them. And only $3 freight per cutter order. Get that. Per cutter order. If you order 10 different packages of cutters, I'm going to charge you $3 freight US. International, I charge you exactly what I pay for the package. Now, when you go to my PayPal account, my website, and you charge them, they're going to ring up $3 freight on every single item because I don't have a basket to put them in and combine orders. Don't worry about that. I will send you a refund for the freight that you should not pay. I do it now. As soon as I process it, I'll send you a refund. But I digressed. When I went to AAW, I had guys grab me, take my bad arm, put it behind my back and apply pressure, saying, Cap, cutters are getting smaller, not larger. I wondered how long did it catch y'all to find out about that. Sharper, not bigger. Sharper is better. So, and if you're hollowing something, you don't want to go at it with a big cutter. Your final cut would be an 18 millimeter or a different type of scraper to scrape clean on it. But when you're eating an elephant, you take little bitty bites. Same thing with hollowing a bowl. So they came to me, I digressed again. They came to me and said, we need more of the shapes of the small tools that are coming out now. All right, no problem. I commissioned my manufacturer today. I will have 3 new shapes of cutters within a month or 2. And all you have to do is call me. That's it. And I'll mix and match on those right off the bat. For the first month or 2, management will sell them. They'll be in lots of 3, but you can pick the ones you want in a lots of 3, okay? So, well, with that, I need to go back over to that side and wrap this thing up. All that noise was my mailman detection device. Yes, those little raggedy dogs, even my little kid, that bark when the mailman even gets near. What did he ever do to him? They don't pay those bills. All right, you got a couple of tips on sanding today, and I told you about some future cutters. With that, I've got a nice chunk up here, chunked up. I got to get back to it. I know he brought me a box of wood. I'm about to get in trouble and go to making shavings. I'm Captain Eddie Castellan. Take care. See you soon. Oh yeah, if I can ever help you, this is the website. Yep. www.eddiecastellan.com. And I'll be glad to help you out. Oh, wait. I can't help you through the website. I got to help you through the email right here, the email address. Send me an email. And don't forget, if you haven't voted in a pen challenge, vote today. But only vote once. See you soon.